All right, people, welcome back. Welcome back. We just finished up the wild card day. You know what I mean? We had a lot of teams moving on. Bullies moved on, and Demon Knights moved on. So they move on to the Saturday games, and we got some good ones to go over right now. The first one we're going to talk about right now is Bullies versus Storm. Now, Bullies was able to beat Pharaohs on Saturday. Sunday is a different animal because they played a number 2 seed Storm team. This Storm team, even though they're number 2, they have the highest scoring offense in the league, averaging about 23.1 points a game. And the number 4 defense in the league, giving up only 14.3 points a game.
And that shows that they are stacked up to beat any team in the league, regardless of who they are and who's standing on the field. So they have a lot of guys that can kill you on offense. You have Taco. You have Machine that makes bigger plays from small plays. You have Troy, who's very elusive on offense. You have Dre,
He actually practically stepped up somewhat this season.
You say practically because you haven't seen enough yet.
Right.
But listen, he has the potential to get better because he still has the IQ of that player that he was before, the way you always mention.
Right.
Then you have Hemsky, who's a sleeper offensive player.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have Speedy, who's mainly a defender who can play offense as well. So you have all of these pieces on offense that can kill you in many different ways.
And you got their quarterback who leads the charge in Watch Me, who actually led the league in touchdown passes with 16. So this is very formidable crew. But let's not sleep on the Bullies. I know we talked about, Storm, their number 2 seed, all that. But the Bullies ended the season with the number 2 scoring offense.
Yes.
Averaging 20.5 points a game. So they can put up points. The problem that's going to be the hard part in this game is they have the second worst defense playing the best offense in the league. So you expect to see points.
And I think that's where they're at a huge disadvantage because this Storm team is physical, they're energetic, and they have reserves on the sideline because they have more guys coming now than they did early in the season. Yeah, so I think that their issue is the opposite. They don't have enough guys that's coming in back and forth. So most of these guys play Iron Man. I think that's one of the reasons why their defense suffered greatly this season.
All right, we're going to jump right to the game, but one leg up I give to Bullies, that even though they have the second worst defense in the league, they played Storm in the regular season. Now, don't get me wrong. They lost 35-27, but they put 27 points on the fourth best defense in the league. Yeah. So that's saying something. If they could just find a way to slow down that Storm's attack, maybe they'll be able to come up with an upset. We're going to jump right into the game. Watch Me with 2 runs for a decent game getting to the 20-yard line. 3rd down, Watch Me throws a Hemsky on the sideline to get to the 7-yard line. 4th and goal, Watch Me scrambles with blocking from Dre. Finds Machine open in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, the defender never sees Machine cutting in the back, which is why it gives up the touchdown. This is why they don't have a great defense, because of mistakes like this.
And the thing about it is, this is stuff that they've been making mistakes on all season. They're a team that doesn't necessarily follow where the receivers are going. Yep. They don't communicate the way that they need to. They have certain talented guys on the field, but that doesn't translate to great defense on the field, and that's one score that they give away early.
2nd down, Paul on 5 rush, throws a Mook in the middle. Off target, almost picked off by Machine. 3rd down, Paul throws the Kinsella on the sideline for a short gain, picking up the 1st down. 2nd down, Paul throws a Chad on the sideline, high and incomplete. 3rd down, Paul throws deep to Pierre, cutting in the middle. Pierre with a nice catch over Taco and sky high in the end zone for the touchdown. 6-6, Bully strike right back.
And they do it the way they've been doing it all season, Paul to Pierre. And the thing about it is, plays like this, it doesn't matter who you have on him, he's going to catch the ball and find a way to do so. The thing about it is, if you look at this play here, he was able to do this on one hand.
Yep.
A day prior. And he's showing that it doesn't matter who he plays against, he can make this happen. They played good defense on Storm with Sky and
Taco.
Yes. Taco and Storm. Taco and Sky played good defense here, but there's not much you can do with a guy like
Because Pierre says to his brother, am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. New Jack City voice. 6-6 tie. Right now, Storm gets the ball back. 2nd down, Watch Me with blocking from Dre. Throws to him, he's cutting in the middle for a nice game, picking up the 1st down. If you look here, Hemsky cuts behind Remo and gets open in the middle. Hemsky is showing to be a very, very important role player. And Dre is showing the ability to block, to give Watch Me time. He is giving his offense so much time with this blocking, and the bullies are not sending help. Third down with blocking from Speedy. Watch Me finds Dre in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Dre cuts in the corner as Cassell and Pierre both is watching the quarterback and gives up the touchdown. Ricky gets a 2-point conversion, 14-6. They score again on their second possession.
And this is them making yet another mistake on defense. This time, they're not watching where the receiver's going. They're not paying attention to his route. They're following the quarterback's eyes, which is very deceptive in and of itself. So again, they're not seeing a receiver running on the sideline or anywhere on the field, and because of that, they find ways to get open, and they're none the wiser, and this is yet another touchdown to score.
First down, Paul rolls right on 5 rush and throws the Chad in the gap. Machine with contact. The ball comes out. The refs rule incomplete. What do you think of this play?
This play was an incomplete pass. Chad knew it because he didn't argue the play. Machine, this is great defense on Machine because he doesn't come with that contact. I think Chad would have had his hands on it and he would have made a bigger play.
At the end of the day, this is what Machine does.
Yeah.
He's physical. He brings the pain. Great hit by him. Third down, Paul on 5 rush, throws a Pierre in the middle. Pass is incomplete. Sky is flagged for the pass interference, getting him to the first down. What do you think it's play?
This was a definite pass interference. If you see here, Sky bumps Pierre as he's about to go up for the ball. They said that it was too high to catch it, but we've seen Pierre do something like this already, so there's no way that any ref is going to hear that. Listen, you interfere with Pierre jumping for the ball, so that's a definite pass interference on Sky.
Paul throws a Pierre on the sideline for a decent gain. Second down, Paul throws a Pierre in the middle, getting him to the 10-yard line. Paul's going to his favorite receiver, and Pierre's making that Storm defense pay. Third down, Paul on 5 rush, rolls left, throws a Chad at the back of the end zone, high, incomplete. Paul is flagged for stepping over the line, which is a 5-yard loss.
Yeah.
I think he definitely stepped over the line. You can see when he was coming up, he didn't know the line, but that's a huge 5-yard loss. Last down, Paul on 5 rush, throws it up, picked off by Sky, giving it back to Storm, and they call this man Sky High for a reason. This guy could jump out the gym, and I've always said, if he learns to be more consistent, he could be one of the best safeties in the league. He's also up there with Zeke, which is, I think, is the best 1-2 punch safety combination. But Zeke's problem is Zeke doesn't talk. Sky's not consistent, Zeke doesn't talk, but that's no here or there. Sky makes him pay. Great interception by him, shutting that pass.
And on the field, he said that that's not happening again. Remember, he got caught. He got a touchdown caught on him. Yeah. So he saw this toss up again. He was there to make something happen. He comes down with the interception, saying, "Not this time."
Storm get the ball back. After a short run, Watch Me throws the Dre in the middle for a decent gain. Clock is running. Third down, Watch Me throws a Moolah, cutting in the middle for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Watch Me then rolls right on 5 rush, pitches to Speedy, who runs for a decent gain, getting him near the 10-yard line. Last play before half, Watch Me scrambles with blocking from Speedy. Watch Me finds Hemsky in the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Pierre steps away from Hemsky, thinking he was gonna run, and Watch Me makes him pay. 20-6 going into half. Hemsky has been a very important cog to this Storm's attack. He's usually known for playing defense, but this team uses him more offensively, and he makes a lot of plays. Definitely a huge play by them going into the half, 20-6.
And this is Pierre thinking that something's going to happen and drawn away. This is Watson being wise enough to attract the defense by rolling out. And a lot of times when you're rolling out, defenders think that you're going to run. I don't see why he thought that Watson was going to run here knowing that he's right there. But he steps away from the receiver, leaving him wide open for the touchdown. That is yet another mistake that they made against this Storm team.
If I'm Bullies right now, we're down 20-6. Storm scored on every possession.
Yeah.
When we played them in the regular season, right, they put 35 points on us. We know that they have a passing attack. We know that they're the highest scoring offense in the league. We know this. So we got to score right back. That's what we got to do. We can't stop them. We're the second worst defense in the league. We cannot stop them. We have to score with them. And we have to be able to make them make at least one mistake. If you look in the backfield, when Watch Me calls height with blocking, he has enough time to call his girlfriend, check his credit report, calling sick to work, decide to change his mind and go to work, get to work, and then decide to call back out, check his credit again, and then throw a touchdown pass.
You really think he has that much time?
If you look at the game, that's how much time this man got. This team needs to either figure out how to speed up time, get some pressure on him, or got to score more points. Those several things they have to do. Because at the end of the day, this offense is embarrassing us right now.
Well, before I get into my critique of Storm, I just got to say, calling out of work and then going back into work and all of that, that'll get you in trouble in most jobs that you would ever work in. So
True.
I wouldn't advise that. Nobody do that because, again, you may not have a job the next day. So don't do that. So that's all I'm saying. Now, in terms of Storm, they're doing everything that they're supposed to do right. They're taking their offense right to this bully's pathetic defense. And I think that that is the game plan that they need to take throughout the game. The only thing that they haven't done is run the ball through them yet. I think that they should try. One, keeping the ball on the ground is going to kill the clock a lot faster, keep the bullies' offense off the field. Two, it's going to wear them down because, again, most of these guys still play Iron Man, so that's another strategy you can use. Or you can do a lot of crossing routes. They're going to tire out when I'm trying to keep up with so many of your guys. The sky's the limit for all the options that you have on offense. Your defense, just hold the line and do what you've been doing. They've been doing a good job so far. I don't see why they should change up what they're doing. Just keep up what they're doing and just finish the second half.
Second half, after getting the first down, Paul throws Remo on the sideline for a decent game. Second down, Paul throws to Cassell in the middle for a few yards. Third down, Paul finds Chad cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Sky High reacts late as Chad cut in the front of him and gives up the touchdown. 20-12, they jump right back in it.
And a lot of defenders do this. Sometimes when they see the person crossing in front of them, they'll know that the receiver's there, but they'll give one last glance at the quarterback to see if he's going towards him so that they can cheat or anything like that. But by the time you're looking at the quarterback, the throw can already be thrown. And here you see, by the time he gives that last look, Chad is already getting the touchdown pass. So again, you gotta pay attention. Sometimes if you see the receiver next to you after three rush, you go and lock up on him. The Sky doesn't do that and leaves Chad open for the touchdown.
Next drive, watch me, throws a Hemsky on the sideline for a nice gain and a first down. Watch me, with blocking from Machine, runs in the middle for a nice gain. Second and goal, watch me, finds Machine in front of the end zone for the touchdown. 26-12, they score again on their fourth possession. This offense has scored every time they touch the ball. I know the Bullies have a bad defense, but this should be an illegal defense because they're doing nothing in life to stop this passing attack. It's ridiculous. They can't pressure the quarterback. They can't make a stop. This team's defense is pathetic. They need to get the receipt and send it back to the store.
At the end of the day, Storm is showing them that they cannot stop their offense. They can't stop them. There's nothing that they can do about it. And I think that the Bullies are starting to realize that too. So the only way that they're going to be able to compete is to keep up scoring. But they're already in a deficit, so their defense has to perform sometime or another in this game if they even have a chance. We'll see if they're able to do that.
After getting the first down, Paul throws a drill in the gap for a nice gain. Second down, Paul on 5 rush throws a PA in the gap. Almost picked off by Speedy. Third down, Paul on 5 rush throws it up to PA in the end zone. Off target, almost picked off by Sky. If you look here, he could have thrown to Chad, cutting on the sideline, misses him. Paul throws it up, it's tipped, incomplete, turnover down. That's a huge stop. It seems like Paul felt pressured to score, knowing his team was down 14 points, and he made mistake after mistake to turnover.
And not only that, on certain plays, he's also worried about the rush coming in. So he's under pressure for his team for scoring, and he's also under pressure from the rush coming in. So that is going to clearly affect your accurate passing. It's affecting the way he's looking at the field. He's rushing passes off, and he's not finding receivers he's supposed to. And they're not moving the ball. Now they're struggling to move the ball. Now when your offense is being hurt, now it's about to be all she wrote. This is not looking good for them right now.
Third down, watch me, with blocking from Machine is sacked by Triz. If you look here, Machine goes out for the pass. Watch me gets it off too late. What do you think of the sack? He didn't think he got sacked. What do you think?
I think that the way he threw the ball is what caused him to get sacked. He tried to throw it behind his back.
Right.
I don't know what he was
Did
doing.
he get it off
there.
before the sack?
It doesn't look like he did. I think that it was just bang bang to the point where you earn the sack because of the way he threw the ball and the way the giver gets to him. That's definitely.
I only want to emphasize on that because you argued about the call, but that is the Bullies' first sack of the day. Other than that, they put no pressure on Watch Me.
Yeah.
Last down, Watch Me with a nice pass to Hemsky in the middle for a nice game, picking up the first down. Watch Me with blocking from Speedy, runs in the middle for a decent game. Second down, Watch Me, throws the machine on the sideline to get them to the 7-yard line. Third and goal, Watch Me, finds Speedy in the front of the end zone for the touchdown, ending the game 32-12. They blow them out. Get them off the field. Get them out of here. Deuces. See you later. It's over. Can't play.
I think that the Bullies knew what the outcome.
When they walked on the field?
I don't know. I think that the first 2 times that they couldn't stop them from scoring, I think that they knew what they were in for because they knew that they can't keep up with these guys. Certain times they didn't even want to throw it, throw the special team that was throwing the ball out of bounds because again, they have to conserve their energy any way that they possibly can. They can't run with this team. They can't chase this team. They can't guard this team, and they proved that today because again, at the end of the game, they didn't stop them not once in this game, in any drive in the game.
You can't.
What do you, before you even say anything, what did you expect them to do? If they were going to come in with this team, this was going to happen.
You can't have a team named Bullies and lose 32-12. Can't have a team named Bullies and give up the second worst, most points in the league. It makes no sense. Bullies should be disappointed in themselves in the way they play. They gave no fight whatsoever. But we're going to go to the interview real quick with Watch Me, coming off of a win, and then we'll talk to Mook after. So we'll go to Watch Me first. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Storm quarterback Watch Me. Big win, 32-12. My first question is, we already know they don't got a great defense.
Yeah.
But how was you able to hold them to 2 touchdowns when they usually get 3 or more?
Well, throughout the season, you see we play a lot of games short. Our whole team, most of our team is here. Minus 2 or 3 players, but defense, communication. Everybody was together on the same page, and that's what held them. Me, I just had to limit my mistakes, make the right reads, make the right decisions. I felt like I took sacks when I needed to, or I just read it right. Like obviously, I looked for something. The whole shit opened up. I took off. I got like 20 yards on a run. I take that. Limit my mistakes.
Was you surprised they ain't sent help when you left for blocker? They let the giver go, which gave you more time to chop that defense up?
No, I wasn't surprised because for the simple fact, when they did send help, they did it, and I scored right before the half. So when you send help, it leaves the open gaps. I just got to make the right reads and the right throws. But shout out to everybody who caught the ball. Like everybody caught the ball. I don't think I had a drop. So I give it to them. I threw it, they caught it. We came out on top.
We're going to thank Watch Me for the big interview, big win, 32-12. They shut down the offense that was number 2 in scoring. Great play by y'all. They scored 31, but they're the number 1 offense of the league. So that's what they do. All right, see you on the site. Thanks a lot, brother. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Mook, owner of Bullies, coming in with a devastating loss, 32-12. What happened today?
We just didn't click, man. A lot of things didn't work. We wasn't looking good offensively. Defensively, they scored every possession, so no stops. We're not gonna win the game like that at all.
2 questions. One, you have the second worst defense in the league. You give up 22 points a game. Today you gave up 32. Is that something you got to fix coming into next season?
Definitely, man. We gotta get it together. We're gonna have some more film sessions. Thank you for the show. But we need to get it together defensively. That's our main focus right now in the offseason.
Then offensively, you average 22 points a game.
Yeah.
I believe 21. You're number 2 in scoring.
Yeah, number 2.
But today you only scored 12 points.
Yeah.
And we've seen a lot of Paul's passes going up here, double coverage, sometimes triple coverage. What happened there?
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you right now, man. We still trying to figure it out. P does his thing, Paul does his thing, but we need to get other receivers need to get the routes together ourselves. Paul needs to find other people as well, but we just need to get it offensively. It wasn't good at all today, man. On all cylinders, it was bad on all cylinders, man.
They're the number 1 scoring team in the league, Storm. Are they everything as advertised, being able to score in different types of styles?
Yeah, they can score. They can definitely score different styles. They can air it out. They can run the ball. They can do short plays. You know what I'm saying? They got it together. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, we could beat them.
Right.
We could beat them, but they got it together. They got it.
All right, we're gonna thank Mook for being here with us. Tough loss, 32-12. They said they'll be back. He's gonna go make some additions to help that defense. Our offense is good. They need help on that defense, man. We're gonna thank y'all. See y'all guys next season. Congratulations on the great season. Good interviews by Watch Me and Mook. First on Bullies, they need to go get a defensive coordinator. They need to go get some defensive players. They need to go take a defensive driving course. Anything that spells defense, they need to do. Maybe defense martial arts, defensive course driving, a defensive coordinator, maybe some defensive medication for your immune system. Anything that spells defense, they need to do. They can score, but they couldn't stop a nosebleed.
They probably need a defense lawyer.
There you go. I like that one. I like that one.
Because of how bad they did in this game.
Yeah.
Like, they need somebody else to defend them.
Anything that can defend, anything that spans defense. Didn't Raid have an old Roach commercial about the defense or whatever with the Raid? They need that too.
You watch too many commercials. 'Cause
Listen.
I don't remember that.
Anything that
remember
spells defense, they need to use.
What else can be
Then
said?
the Head and Shoulders has something that said defense of flakes. They need that too. Put it all together in a box, in the pot, stir it all up, and feed it to this defense.
I don't remember that either. What commercials are you bringing up? Listen, this is not going to help this team. Again, at the end of the day, they need to find at least one or two guys to play defense. They need to have a better defensive strategy because it was all offense this season.
Now, their offense, one of the best I've seen in BQFL history. They can go down the field better than any team in the league, and that's better than even Storm is not a home run team, but they went downfield better than Primetime because they're not just jump balls that Paul throws. Paul slings that football.
Yeah.
And when you got guys like Pierre leading the charge, Chad, who we like, I like Reem, they got weapons.
Yeah.
Even you seen Mook get involved.
Yeah.
They have an offense. They need to go get a defense. Now, speaking on Storm, wow. They didn't play no games. They didn't come to joke. They came to rain on Bullies Parade. That's why the team is called Storm. And led by Watch Me, to be able to score every time you touch the ball, they need to call child services from what they did to this Bullies defense.
You think that
And then the way Speedy, Machine, and Dre all manhandled Bullies pass rush? Bullies need to be relocated, witness program or something. They brought the pain on Bullies. Ended it quick and fast. Nowhere near the game last time. Remember, if I recall, and before we wrap it up, the last game, they lost 35-27.
Yeah.
So they put points up. Bullies Storm just was short. Okay, let's give it to Bullies. Good job, Bullies. You kept them 3 points shorter than your last game. I hate to not see defense. I'm sorry. I'm going to calm down.
I mean, but what else?
And then you score 12 when you scored 27 last time.
Listen, I'm looking at it as it's whatever. I came into this game not too confident in their defensive performance.
I thought they was going to be able to make some plays.
Wow.
Well, it's no need to stay on this because I'm just getting more and more upset.
Yeah. But I'm like, why? You should have expected this because they didn't change their strategy. They couldn't.
No.
Not with the team that they have.
Well, we're going to wrap this one up. Storm with the win over Bullies, who should change their name until next season because they didn't bully nobody. Defensively, offensively they did. Defensively they did. Lose to Storm 32-12. We'll be right back. Real Tough Talk.
Good boys.
They shouldn't even score.
Yeah. Bro, they should not have scored on us. But it doesn't matter. Everybody did their f***ing job. Good f***ing job, man. Defense, way to communicate, got stops when we needed it. Watch me, waiting out to turn the f***ing ball over, make stupid ass mistakes. Big f***ing possession catches. Moolah, Hensky, Zoe, great job. I can't even, fellas, one down, two more to go.
Let's go.
Anybody that's in front of us is just in our way to our f***ing goal, man. Let's keep this rolling. Let's f***ing go, y'all.
Wait a minute,
What's up, man?
One thing, you guys, y'all had a great game. I like the way y'all communicate, and I have to give y'all a message from Disco. Disco said he's sorry he couldn't be here, but he said good game, and he's happy for you guys, and hopefully see you guys next week.
All right, fuck Disco.
Yo, fellas, get it high. Storm on 3.
Family on 6.
Family on 6, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Next game up is the number 4 seed Chiefs versus the number 5 seed Don't Sleep. Both teams 4-2, but the Chiefs beat Don't Sleep in the regular season 13-7.
Yeah.
What do you think is the difference between this team then when they beat Don't Sleep and the team Don't Sleep now?
I think after they went down 0-2, they kind of picked up a few pieces to come to that they were able to make it to the game. They got a big time defender in Cuba who plays for Main Event.
Yeah.
You have Frankie who also plays for Main Event. You have their quarterback in Nick, who's probably their biggest difference that they have this season now. That since he came on the scene for this team, they won their last 4 games in the regular season, and then they come into now wanting to keep that streak going. So this team made sure that they didn't end their season flat. They made the piece. They added the piece that they needed to add, and now they're a stronger team because of it. And I think that's going to make all the difference for them.
All right, and the Chiefs. I mean, listen. They finished the season 4-2. You know, they were number 7 in offense, number 6 in defense. Nothing to complain about. Nothing to write home about. I mean, it was in the middle of the pack. But they got to be careful because they play a Don't Sleep team that's number 10 in scoring, which is terrible. They only average 13 points a game.
Yeah.
But they're number 1 in defense. They only give up 10.8 points a game. So Chiefs got to be ready to play because one thing Don't Sleep does is they defend. And the last game they played the Chiefs, they only scored 13 points on them. So we're going to jump right into the game. After getting the first down, VIP on 5 rush gets past Beaskey but still sacked by Joel. This is great help defense. Joel seen Beaskey get beat, but he's there right there to pick up the slack. Big play by Joel with the sack. Second down, VIP throws to Josh on the sideline for a decent game. Third down, VIP throws deep to Jesse, cutting in the back of the end zone. Picked off by Cuba, giving it to Don't Sleep. If you look here, the pass is a little behind Jesse, and Cuba comes away with a nice pick. This kid can defend. Great
and
play.
the thing about that is VIP thought that Jesse was open in the back of the end zone, but Cuba's too fast for you to think that he's open there. Cuba runs across and just snatches the ball from Jesse. It looked like a touchdown, ends up being an interception going the other way. Great defense by Cuba.
Nick throws a Joel in the gap. If you look here, Cheese misses the tag, and Joel runs for a nice game. You gotta box Joel in. You cannot chase this man because you will be on this highlight film. Third down, Nick throws a Joel in the gap. With a nice block from Spide up, Joel runs in the middle. Nice game, picking up the first down. Green gets flagged for a block in the back, bringing them all the way back. Still first down. What do you think of the block?
Yes, this was a block in the back. Reem unfortunately gets it a little late when he goes to block for this run, and the refs see it. That's a definite merited block in the back, and that brings him all the way back.
Nick throws to Joel in the gap, who runs to the sideline for a decent game. Second down, Nick on 5 rush is sacked by Jesse. Mr. Easy making a play here, helping his defense out. They got him back off the suspension. Big sack by him. Third down, Nick throws the Beastie in the gap for a decent game. 4th and goal. Nick throws the Spider open in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Chris left guarding 2 guys, gives up the touchdown. E's going to get the extra point. 7-0. Don't sleep.
And this is what happens when you're not paying attention to where the receivers are. You leave one person on the corner guarding 2 people, and if you look, you have somebody here guarding the back of the end zone. Then he slides over. So now Chris is left stuck guarding 2 people. He has to choose which one to guard. It doesn't make no difference because when he leaves one, the other one is open for the touchdown. That's exactly what happens.
And Spidey is a very underrated offensive player, and he makes them pay right now. You got to know when he's out on the field because he can hurt you. VIP throws the Ace in the gap. Ace with a nice catch over Steve, runs in the middle for a big gain the first down. This is the Ace that they need. A guy who can dominate on both sides of the ball. Great play by him, trying to steal some momentum back.
And this is a person that they don't look to enough. A couple of times you saw early in the first drive, you saw them go to Jesse downfield. But you got to look for Asa. He's another one of your star players on this team that can make something happen. He proves it right here that he jumps and makes a catch over the defender here.
VIP at the 7-yard line finds Chris in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look out here, VIP catches the defense off guard with a hurry-up offense. Chris gets the extra point, 7-7, he tie it right back.
And this is all from that big catch by Asa. That came out of nowhere. Asa's prepared to make a big play for his team, gets him all the way down to the goal line territory. VIP making a smart move, catching him off guard with the hurry-up offense, and gets them the quick touchdown there.
Second down, Nick on 5 rush gets sacked by Chris. This Chiefs defense is sacking Nick. They got to keep that pressure up because maybe they can get him stopped. Nick throws a draw on the gap and runs for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Nick then throws again on Jarrell on the sideline for a decent gain. Nick is throwing all the short route passes to Jarrell, and Jarrell's hurting this defense. Third down, Nick throws a spot in the gap for a decent game, getting them to the 3-yard line. 4th and goal. Nick finds Jarrell in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. He gets the extra point, 14-7. They score again.
And it's hard to imagine that they score how many times already? And Joel only has 1 touchdown. Because this has been the Joel show throughout the whole game so far. Because even though he hasn't been scoring, they've been throwing passes to Joel. Joel stretches the field, gets some big yardage, and then gets other guys open. So again, he's killing this defense right now, and it's shown with yet another touchdown.
VIP throws deep to Chris with Jarrell and Cuba there, knocked away, incomplete. Second down, VIP throws to Asa in the middle. Asa with a nice catch over Frankie. Nice game, picking up the first down. Once again, Asa makes another huge catch, jumping over somebody. His second big catch of the day. It's going to take us last play before I have VIP throws it up incomplete, taking us into the half, 14-7. Don't sleep.
When I say don't sleep, again, what I said earlier with Joel hasn't changed. They're giving him the ball, giving him the opportunity to stretch the field, to get through the gaps and make big plays happen, because almost every single play Joel gets, he makes at least one person miss.
Yep.
And that's one thing that a lot of players that plays in TFL can't even say about themselves. So Joel is a person that's very hard to stop. Even on the short plays, he can make 20, 30 yards out of 3-yard passes. So he's very dangerous, and he's getting everybody else into the game, and that's why this is so successful right now.
Chiefs gave up 2 touchdowns on 4th down. You got to be able to stop on 4th down. You cannot give up touchdowns on 4th down. It's ridiculous, and it kills your momentum. You can't say, well, great defense, we gave up a touchdown on 4th down, because you gave it up on 4th down. That was the offensive last try. And this offense, VIP, got to find Asa more. We don't see Jesse making the big plays. A lot of guys saying that sometimes VIP locks in on Jesse. Mm-hmm. I think it's because when it's your brother, he knows what you like to do. You know what he likes to do. But he got to get Asa involved. He got to look at the matchups and attack whoever's attempting to guard Asa. We're going to jump right into the second half. Third down at the 49-yard line. Mick throws a ream on the sideline for a nice gain, getting them a first down. Mick throws a draw on the sideline who runs out of bounds for a decent gain, getting them near the 10-yard line. Second down, Nick throws the draw wide open on the sideline, getting them to the 3. Last down, Nick finds spot in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. 20-7, they take a 2-touchdown lead.
And right now, this Chiefs defense cannot stop the offense of Don't Sleep right now. First of all, Joel leading the charge. Again, 2 passes in this drive gets him all the way to the end zone, and then somebody else steps in and score. So you got to give Joel all the credit in the world, because he's getting them there. He doesn't have to get into the end zone. All he has to do is get them there, and they haven't been able to stop him from doing that yet.
VIP throws to Jesse, cutting in the gap, knocked away by Frankie. If you look here, the defense is focused on Jesse. You look here, Asa is wide open on the sideline. VIP misses him. Second down, VIP throws to Felipe on the sideline for a decent gain, picking up the first down. Then VIP throws to Jesse in the middle, tipped by Frankie, incomplete. If you look here, Jesse was not open, and he's attempting to force the ball to him, and it's killing him right now. Second down, VIP throws to Felipe on the sideline for a decent gain. Third down, VIP throws to Felipe in the gap, get him to the 10-yard line. Last down, VIP finds Cheese cutting in front of the end zone for the touchdown, 20-13. This drive, he went to Felipe a lot. I like that. This is the guy that they used to call Grump. He's working his way to get that name back because VIP is relying on him to move the ball to get more and more yards and then get the touchdown with the next guy, similar to what Don't Sleep was doing.
And the thing about it is, they got to understand that they're starting to collapse on Jesse. The defense actually focused on Jesse. They're seeing that VIP is focusing on him. So you got to get everybody else into the game. They're finally able to do that. Either use him as a decoy or get somebody else into the game, and you're able to put up points here.
Chiefs go onside, but the ball falls at the 30-yard line, and Don't Sleep is going to take that. Nick with 2 passes to Joel in the gap for a decent game. 3rd down, Nick throws to Joel, cutting in the middle to get him to the 3-yard line. 4th and goal, Nick finds Reem in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Nick rolls right, leaving the defense to follow and leave Reem open, and he finds him. EJ gets the extra point, 27-13, Don't Sleep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Throw it to Joel, have him get you to the end zone, and then somebody else steps up and scores for you afterwards. So again, this formula is a working formula, at least for the Chiefs right now, because that's again another drive where 3 passes goes to Joel, and then here they're focused on Nick as he's rolling right. They follow in front of the end zone and then forgets that Reem is open in the back. So again, Nick is doing everything that he's supposed to on offense as a quarterback. Joel's leading the charge, and you have everybody else stepping up and putting up points.
Right now it's 27-13. 2nd down, VIP throws deep to Asa, running the sideline. The pass is over Joel, caught by Asa for a big gain in the 1st down. That is Asa's 3rd huge pass, and this guy's practically carrying their offense on big play capabilities.
Give it to Asa. Pretty much, that's all we got to say now. The last 3 passes that Asa got were huge plays. So again, give him the ball, and the great things will happen. That's pretty much what Ace is pretty much saying with his play right now.
VIP on the next play rolls right on 5 rush, finds Jesse in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Eric gets the extra point, 27-20. They're back in the game, but gotta stop Don't Sleep on this drive.
They got to, but again, they've been doing what they got to from the last couple drives. Getting Ace to the ball is one thing that they had to have figured out from when it first happened. Get him the ball, get other guys to play around Asa because they're not focused on him. He gets them to the end zone. All they got to do is hold one drive, and they have a chance to take this game away.
Nick with a short pass to Joel for a few yards, killing the clock. 3rd down, Nick throws short to Spider in the gap. That's going to be dropped. 4th down, they have to stop them from getting the 1st down. Nick on 4th down throws to Joel on the sideline for a short game, picking up the 1st down, killing the clock. If you look here, VIP was with him, but turns to watch Nick and loses Joel. No, Don't Sleep gets the 1st down. Ending the game 27-20. They come away with the win.
And if you notice how Joel plays at this point, you can't focus on Nick anymore. I get that they wanted to make sure that they follow him to knock away the pass or whatever, but I'm trying to be as tight on as white on rice. So you know the old saying goes or whatever. VIP leads off of him, focusing on Nick. And that's the only person that was open on that play. You leave him alone, the person that's been killing you all game, and that leads to the main reason why you lose the game. So plays like this has been happening all game to them because Joel has been finding ways to kill them on offense throughout from the first drive all the way till now, and he's the last person to touch the football, cause you to lose the game.
We're going to go with the interviews first. Then we'll be back. We're going to talk to Joel and Spider. And then we'll talk to VIP, Asa, a few of the guys jumping. We're going to jump right. We'll be right back. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Spider and Joel. When y'all went 0-2 in the beginning of the season, everybody was laughing, joking, donations. But if I'm correct, you won 5 straight. Yeah. What was the turnaround?
I don't know, just the 5. It's more of a chip on my back. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of things that's been going on. But that's what that was, just a chip on my back, man, and just fire dedication, yo.
Yeah. What was like going on to getting the quarterback? Y'all kind of played musical chairs at quarterback. Nick came in and started lighting up the score. What was that?
Honestly, I like him. I like him a lot. I really do. He knows when to get his check downs. He knows how to run his clock. He's really good. I can give him that, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like how we gelling right now, it's awesome. It's awesome. I commend him for what he's been doing with Don't Sleep, and I'm gonna be loyal to the team always. But yeah, it's just been he's running the team and keeping everything going. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
Joel, last question. A lot of people talk about all these other teams, but y'all ended the season with the #1 defense in the league, only giving up an average of 11 points a game. Why nobody talking about y'all defense? What's that? You don't take that as disrespect. They talk about all these other teams, but they don't talk about your defense, which is the #1 in the league.
That's why we don't say
I just didn't know. I didn't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just fire, dedication. It's gonna keep coming to the end of this.
Everybody forgetting that he's BQFL's Defensive Player of the Year back in the day. So best believe he's gonna show out.
Thank these guys for being here with us. Great win today. Don't sleep. Moves on to the next round. See you on the site. What's going on? Stephen J here with VIP of Chiefs. Devastating loss today. What happened?
He wasn't in rhythm. A couple of plays we couldn't make, and we couldn't settle down on defense and make a stop.
You seem like you was kind of missing a few reads. Guys wasn't where you thought they would be. Guys said the ball wasn't where they thought it would be. Why did it seem like y'all were just so off rhythm today?
It's hard to just turn it on in the playoffs when I haven't had a full team or roster, all season. So when you put in people late in the season, it's hard to just plug it in and turn it on mentally. So it was just, we were trying to find ourselves like if it was game one, but it was a playoff game.
We seen that Jesse was one of your main offensive players this season, but the guy said you was looking for him too much this game. What would you say to stuff like that?
I tried to give him the ball to make plays, and he couldn't do that for me.
What happens to the organization now? Do you feel like you're the quarterback to take this team to the next level, or maybe it should be next man up?
It depends. We'll sit down and look at it in the off season. If Asa plays, I don't want to throw. That's with you. It depends on what we do. We sit down, we talk about it, have fun again next season.
All right, we're gonna thank VIP for being with us.
Before you go hang it up.
I just want to say I respect VI. VI is a great quarterback. Sometimes, you get overwhelmed in certain situations, and it happens to every quarterback. It's been me at times. There's been many other quarterbacks at times, and it happens. We've won a lot of chips. We've lost a lot of games, but at the end of the day, you figure it out, and you come back next season with more intensity to win the next season.
What would you say is the reason that cost y'all this game?
I think defense kind of hurt us. We got to get stops. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many points you put up. If you don't stop the offense from scoring, you lose. And that's the end of the day. Defense wins games. For me, defense wins games. You know me, I'm pretty quiet and humble, but at the end of the day, I love winning. And defense is a passion for me because when you make stops, you make plays on offense. It brings a certain type of momentum to every game.
Well, we're going to thank Asa for being here with us.
Jay is going to rock a YG shirt next
He always say that. We're going to thank Asa for being with us. Tough loss. They came away. We're going to have to see what happens in the offseason because this team definitely is time to make some changes. All right. First of all, congratulations and don't sleep. This was a sleeper team. Started out the season 0-2.
No pun intended.
And now they're in the Final Four. Great game. They beat a very good Chiefs team. Let me tell you several things the Chiefs did wrong. One, they gave up 3 touchdowns on 4th down, and they gave up the game-ending 1st down on 4th down. Can't do that in football. Second thing, Don't Sleep scores 13.3 points a game. 3rd lowest. 10th in the league. The only one team that scores less than Don't Sleep is Commission. 7.8. Don't Sleep scores 13.3. The 2nd lowest offense attack in the league. And you know how much they scored this game? 27 points. 2 touchdowns more than their average. You're not going to win that game. No way. Joel caught over 10 passes. And we know Joel is a guy who could turn, like you said, he could turn a 5-yard dump off into a 20-yard game.
Yep.
That is what lost in the game. And 4th thing, so you have strike 1. They allowed them to score 2 touchdowns more than their average, strike 1.
Mm-hmm.
Strike 2, they gave up 3 touchdowns on 4th down and 1 first down on 4th down that ended the game.
Yeah.
That's strike 2. Strike 3, they scored, Joel had over 10 passes received. And strike 7, VIP keyed too much on Jesse. Tried to get his brother involved. The defense knew it. That's why when Asa was able to make big plays, it's because they were focusing more on Jesse. That's what lost Don't Sleep this game. I'm sorry, that's what lost Chiefs this game.
Which is unfortunate because they had many opportunities, but again, they went to the same strategy that wasn't working again. If you see plays like this, they're literally collapsing their defense around Jesse.
Absolutely.
They're focused completely on him because they know that that's where the quarterback's attention is. So when the VIP diverted from that and went to Asa, he had huge plays, 3 huge plays that led them to score touchdowns.
Oh, and last thing before you finish, Don't Sleep had the ball 5 times. They scored 4. And the last one, they didn't score because all they needed was a first down to end the game. So you would say that they moved the ball every possession
single
that they touched
time,
the ball.
yes.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So, I mean, pretty much that hurt them. Again, their defense did not hold Don't Sleep pretty much at all. And their offense was nothing to write home about. They didn't have the best offense as it is, but they didn't strategize the way that they needed to. And I think that's what killed them in this game. And what else can you say? They come up short, unfortunately for them, but they go home here.
We're gonna move on. Don't Sleep with the big win. And shout to Spider. Guys, it's not really used as a huge weapon all the time. I think he's a very underrated player. 2 big touchdowns. Joel set the bed, and Spider just had to lay in it. Joel already had made it up nice, fluffed the pillows up, made it nice to see him, and all Spider did was lay down in it. Great game by Don't Sleep. Nick, what can you say about this quarterback? Ever since they got him, they won 4 straight, if I'm correct.
Yes.
This is 5 straight games they won with Nick at helm. Great play by them. We're gonna wrap this one up. Don't Sleep with the win over the Chiefs, ending the Chiefs season 27-20. We'll be right back. Real Tough Talk.
It's not that. That's why you believe in the next nigga. You beat the next nigga. We the 2-time defending champs for the summer shit. I'm letting y'all know right now. We run this and let's continue. It's all up to us right now. We see what we could do right here, fellas. Defense, we work a little harder. We shut motherfuckers out. That's a fact. That's a fact, bro. Thank you for that fire in y'all, yo. I already know. Don't sleep on f***ing 3. The last one. 1, 2, 3. Don't sleep. Yo, the last one.
Next game up, Suicide Squad versus the Buttercup. Suicide Squad coming in 2-4. Number 6 seed. They have the 8th best offense, but the 5th best defense. 8th best offense, 16.8. But their defense is top 5, 14.8 they give up per game. And they played Buttercups. Buttercups come in the number 3 seed, 4-2. 5th offense, top 5, 17.5 a game. But their defense is the number 3 in the league, 13.6 a game.
So pretty much the Buttercups, based on their statistics, show that they can hold any team's offense when they need to. You know, obviously they weren't the best, but they were there enough that
Top
you could
3.
say that if you're facing this defense, they're gonna play hard and they're reducing your maximum scoring average in this game. Like, you're not gonna have an easy game on their defense. That's pretty much what they're saying, based on their statistics. And their offense, this is one team that more than most other teams in the league like to run the ball. So know that you're going to be chasing them around the field because they like to keep the ball on the ground. Tommy's one person that's good at chopping the field up and taking off at any given moment to keep the drive going. So he's a danger regardless of what situation he's in, and that's one of the reasons why Suicide Squad's defense have to stay on their toes.
And Suicide Squad got their quarterback back. They started moving the ball better when Heckle got back at helm, and they got their best player, Rico, back on the field. Their best player off of suspension. This guy's a baller. Definitely a guy that I could see being a star. He's already an all-star. I can already call him an all-star. He's trying to touch the star potentials, and the only thing that's going to make him a star is not his play. It's controlling his temper and being more of a field general, a leader on the field. I see him step up a lot coaching, and this game he stepped up a lot as a leader. I got a lot of respect for this kid.
And one person we can't forget on this team is Boyd. Yeah. Boyd has been Like it's like a fire has
Yep.
been lit in him from the last game. I believe in the last game he had 2 touchdowns
And
and
an
an interception. So
He has the ability to take games over
Yes.
by himself.
Yes. So my thing is when that fire is lit, he's not stopping for nobody. And that's one thing that you need on your team, a person that can energize anybody's team, especially when his high energy play. He likes to talk smack out there too, but again, he backs up with his play, and that's one reason why he's another person you can't forget on his team.
We're going to jump right into the game. Second down, Heck throws to Marcus on the sideline for a decent game. Third down, Heck throws to Marcus in the gap for a decent game and the first down. I like Marcus. He's a very underrated player. The guy got hands. Great catching by him here. Next play, Heck throws to Marcus cutting again into the middle, 10 more yards. And if you look at it consistently, he has hit Marcus on this drive. Second down, Heck throws to Marcus again in the gaps, get him to the 5-yard line. Third and goal, Heck throws to Josh in the front of the end zone. It's going to be dropped, picked off by Loco, giving it to the Buttercups, and that is not a great way to end the drive.
Well, that was a great drive.
But why you go to Marcus so many times, and then you go to Josh and it's dropped?
That's such a frustrating thing, and I know that Marcus gotta feel some type of way about that drive because again, he literally got them there. And okay, it worked out for Joel with his team don't sleep when he passed it when they gave it to somebody else to score. This time, Hecko does exactly that, but Josh does not hold on to the ball and it leads to the interception right at the goal line.
Second down, Tommy with blocker from Flip is still sacked by Rich. Flip gets flagged by Holden, but the penalty is declined. Rich is an energizer bunny. He's a little crazy. A little bit crazy.
A little bit.
But crazy on the good part that I would want him on my team, but I wouldn't want to face him. And even though he's held, he still gets the sack. What do you think of the holding call?
I think that this holding call made no sense because again, you still didn't get the job done. The whole point of holding, and even in professional football, you hold when you have no resort, when you're at your last resort, there's no other choice. He does that here, and it still doesn't stop Rich from getting a sack. That's just Rich fighting through it, regardless of the hold. That's the way they stay to the play. Big play by Rich.
Third down, Tommy on 5 rush throws to Christmas on the sideline high, incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Hecko gets the ball back. He throws to Josh on the sideline who pitches to Rico for a decent game. Second down, Heck throws to Marcus on the sideline for a decent game. Last down at the 48, Heck throws to Jerry on the sideline. Short game, picking up the first down, but Marcus is open further downfield. But I like this fact that you rather take the higher percentage throw. He throws to Jerry instead of Marcus, and they get the first down. Heck on third down throws to Marcus on the sideline to get them to the 5-yard line. Fourth down, Heck finds Boyd in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Chris intercepts the extra point, but it's 6-0. Suicide Squad.
And Marcus is doing exactly what Joel was doing the last game. He's getting them all the way to the end zone. They kind of failed on the first drive to score, but Marcus puts in his work, gets them all the way to the goal line, and they finally put it together to get 6 points.
Oh yeah, it's Marcus. Remember Boomerang?
Yeah.
The old lady Marcus.
he took it back.
And that's what he's doing, scoring points, right, helping the team score. Suicide Squad goes outside, but the ball falls at the 30-yard line. Tommy, on the first drive, they take the ball there. Tommy's going to hand the ball over to Christmas with nice blocking on the sideline, gets all the way to the 7-yard line. This team has a great running attack. The only team that I think runs the ball a little better than them is East New York.
Yes.
But they're straight run with the quarterback. Buttercups can run with the quarterback. They like to pitch it, and the quarterback likes to lead block.
Yes.
And this is a great rushing attack. You got to be careful with them. Great yardage there. Second down, Tommy throws a Loco who gets tagged just at the 1-yard line. Next play, Tommy with a quick hike runs it in for the touchdown. 6'6", Suicide Squad believed the giver wasn't touched, but he was. The refs deemed he was touched. The play happened so quick we couldn't even get it on video. We just got him scoring, but it's a 6-6 tie.
But and the thing about it is, even though you don't see the exact video, because again, Tommy ran to the line before half his team. The only person there that was able to to run with him was the lead blocker, and that's why if you see at the end of the play here, the lead blocker already pushed the goal, the giver, which was Joe, all the way to the back. That gave Tommy.
So
the
how can they
reason
say
running.
he didn't hit the middle
Yes,
when you got
because you
video
see
of
him all the way
pushing?
back there. So again, the only other thing that could have happened is Joe avoided the block, which is something you're not allowed to do.
Which would be a hit anyway.
Yes.
Correct.
So again, that's a merited touchdown. That's a way to keep them on their toes, catch them off guard for the touchdown there.
6-6 tie. Heck scrambles on 5 rush, throws to Josh on the sideline, who runs for a nice gain in the first down. Second down, Heck tosses to Rich in the gap, gets him to the 3-yard line. Third and goal, Heck throws the ball. The ball is tipped by Chris, picked off by Loco, giving it back to the Buttercups, and that is a huge tip by Chris because Boyd was open.
Hecko sees Boyd open. Unfortunately, Chris is able to extend his hand and knock the ball out of the air, putting it right back in Loco's hands for yet his second interception, causing a drive in the goal line to end in an interception yet again.
Tommy throws deep to Chris on the next play on the sideline. It's picked off by Boyd, giving it to Suicide Squad. If you look here, John was open in the gap, and what am I doing? Let's not wait till the water runs dry.
No more singing, please.
But
Don't
you
do
know
that.
who that is?
I get it. I get it.
Who is that? For that crowd, the youngest that don't know.
TLC.
Whoa. He
I know.
better edit that out, and if he does, I'm calling somebody. That is Boys to Men.
Boys to
Water
Men, yes.
runs dry.
Yeah.
And Boy is not playing like a boy. He's playing like a grown
Whoa, but
man.
wait. What does that reference have to do with this?
Boys to Men. His name is Boy, but he's playing like a man, which is why you sing Water Runs Dry by TLC. No, you said TLC. And all y'all older dudes that know that song, please get on Ghost when he repeats that. At the end of the day, Boy's making big plays.
No, but the thing is, I got thrown off with the reference that you was trying to make, and that's why I'm like, wait, what? What is he talking about? So again, I wasn't listening to you singing because again, it's hard to hear the actual song when you're the one singing. So again, that's on my defense.
The audience ain't buying that. But go ahead.
I just listen. People are gonna say that you sing horrible, so
Let's talk about the pick.
What else can I say? Boy, again, that fire has been lit from last game, and he comes and snatches his ball. Tommy thought he was open here. Boyd knew he wasn't open, and that's why he snatches this interception.
Heck throws it to Marcus on the sideline, who makes a catch for the first down and a nice gain. This guy, Marcus, is killing them. They must have saw the move.
Yeah.
Because this guy is destroying their defense, and I respect Hecko. Keep going back to him. Like you always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Heck throws a short pass to Rich in the gap, who was hit during the catch. The ball comes out incomplete. What do you think of the hit?
This was a great hit by Adobo, coming in physical, making sure that he doesn't have a chance to hold on to the ball. He comes as soon as he catches the ball, as soon as he touches the ball. Listen, as soon as he comes and at least tries to get possession of the ball, Adobo comes with the hit. Doesn't wait for him to come to him. He runs right through him with the contact there, and that makes the ball come out. That's a clear incomplete pass.
He does.
Definitely that was. Whoa! Boom! Like I said, Matt, remember the old rap? Boom! Second down. Heck on 5 rush, rolls left, throws to Rico in the corner end zone, knocked away by Christmas. Third down, Hecko finds Boyd in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Boyd gets right behind John, getting open in the back. Jerry gets the extra point, 13-6, and boys are really back again. Toward a little boys and men, baby.
I get it, but again, stop singing, because it's hard to hear what song you're singing because you sing it so horribly. But again, Boyd doing whatever he has to, not only on defense, but now he's scoring points. I don't see anybody slowing down this guy right now. He is on fire, and again, he's just as loud talking smack on the field. He can't wait to do that, but he's showing it with his play here.
Last play before half, Chris throws it up, picked off by Boyd, taking us into the half, 13-6, and it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Boys to men. This boy is playing like a man. Another big play by him here.
And my thing is, with Suicide Squad, between him, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, and then you have Marcus leading the charge of offense, helping them drive all the way down the field. 2 times he helped them do that. 2 times they got stopped by getting interceptions. But that could have been a lot worse if those things didn't happen. So Marcus leading the charge on offense and Boyd finishing the job on both sides of the field. What else can you say about this fiery Suicide Squad team? They're doing it on both sides.
They got to keep doing it because they didn't get Rico involved at all. Rico got a pass, which was a pitch from another player. I think Rico, I love Boyd's play. I love Marcus' play. I think Rico's their best player because of how he attacks the offense.
But I'm confident that
defense.
he's going to find a way to get
They
back
got to
in this
find a
game.
way to get him in the game because this guy is a playmaker waiting to happen. On the other side, I know Buttercups had a little rushing attack. They got to score. They got to score. Their defense is going to come away with stops when they have to, but they got to score. Because right now, Suicide Squad is a very top-heavy momentum team. If you give them momentum, they will stay attacking you. So they got to find a way to make a play to shut down the momentum. That hit helped them, but they still allowed them to score, which brought that momentum right back. We're going to jump right into the second half. Tommy throws to Ventura in the gap for a nice game, picking up the first down. Second down, Tommy on 5 rush, runs in the middle for a decent game. Third down, Tommy on 5 rush, throws it to Christmas, high, tipped by Christmas, picked off by Boyd. Suicide Squad gets the ball back. I'm down on bended knees. Boys to men. Great interception by Boyd.
How many Boys to Men references are you going to make in
As
this
many
game?
as he keep making these plays, I will keep singing.
And horribly, by the way. But listen, for some reason, I don't know if it's something in his glove, but the
He's
ball...
saying, like, remember Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
He's like, ah! That's Boyd right now.
But it's not only that. Even when it's not even his intention to get the ball is finding him. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's in his gloves. He has some electromagnetic machine or gadget that's in his gloves because the ball is finding his hands, whether the ball is going to him or not. That's his 3rd interception of the day. That ball was tipped right to him like it was meant to go for him anyway.
First down, Heck throws to Josh in the gap for a decent game. Next down, Heck throws to Jerry in the middle high. Local can't hold on to it though. Incomplete. Marcus again here open on the sideline. After a short pass on 4th down at the 45-yard line, Heck on 5 rush throws to Marcus on the sideline. Marcus with the catch behind the goal for a nice catch. First down. This guy, Marcus, is playing ball.
And he's killing their offense right now. They need to track where this man is on the field because nobody's been able to lock up on him. And he's one of the main reasons why they've been driving down the field.
Second down, Heck throws to Jerry in the gap. High, tipped by Jerry, caught by Boyd for a decent game, getting him to the 5-yard line. I won't sing because it wasn't a pick or interception. I mean, a pick or a touchdown. But like you said, something must be on his gloves because the ball seems to be attracted to him or follow him like a stray dog. The ball is to Boyd. Off and go, Heck throws to Rico in the front of the end zone. Drop. Turnover on downs. Your best player got to make big plays. Big players make big plays. Now, was it a bad throw, or was this on Rico?
I think it's a little of both. I'm not even going to say that because, again, some will say that Hecko threw the ball a little too hard, but little kids say that. Little kids say that, oh, you threw the ball too hard. I can't catch the ball. It's going too fast. I'm not saying that that's what Rico said, but that's the only criticism I would have on Hecko with this pass here. This pass literally goes through Rico's hands. He has to hold on to that ball. He doesn't, and that leads to a turnover.
Remember, right now, it's 13-6. Suicide Squad. Tommy with a run for a decent game. Third down, Tommy on 5 rush and blocking from flip. Runs all the way to opposing 49 first down. This team has a running attack. And you got to pick up because they will run the ball. Big run by Tommy here.
And this is something that they are known to do. They are known to pick up and run at any given time. The last run by Christmas got them about 20 yards up the right into the end zone. So you got to pay attention to runs like this because they could take off and hit you with a run like this at any given moment. They do it just that here.
Second down, Tommy throws to Christmas in the gap for a decent game. Third down, Tommy throws to Chris in the gap to get them to the 10-yard line. Fourth down, Tommy throws to Chris in the back of the end zone. Chris with a great catch over Marcus for the touchdown, stays in bounds. 13-12. That has to be a nominee for Player of the Week.
This was a great play by Chris. You see here, you see Red jumps with him, and at the same time, Marcus jumps and makes the hit. So a lot of times you hear guys say, one person jumps with him, the other person makes the contact, knock him down with the hit. They both do their job, but Chris still jumps over them, takes the contact from Marcus, holds onto the ball, and stays inbounds to hold the ball for the touchdown. That is a great play, a definite contender for Play of the Week. He's able to hold on for a big play.
Buttercups missed the extra point, so they're still chasing 13-12 Suicide Squad with the ball up 1. On the kickoff, Rico with blocking on the sideline, shakes Chris, runs all the way to the 25-yard line. First of all, let me get this from him. He got him. Show me right here.
Got him!
He got him. Now, Rico hasn't been involved in a lot of this game, but when it's time for big players to make a big play, he makes one here. Great run by him. Heck throws to Jeremy on the sideline for a decent game, getting him to the 10-yard line. Second down, Heck throws to Rico in the gap for a few more yards. Last down, Heck throws to Josh in the front of the end zone. Josh not looking, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Buttercups get the ball back down 1.
And this was the play that potentially could have put
Ended
this
the
game
game
away, because it's only a minute and a half left in the game. I think there's less than a minute in the game. They're playing with a minute. Let's just say that. And
they score there, they go up 7.
You score here, you go up 7. You can take a chance by going 1 and going up 8, or going for 2 and putting the game away completely. You take away all of that option because of this miscommunication between Josh and Hecko. Josh is open here, and he moves away when Hecko's anticipating throwing the ball there. This could have put the game away, and they make a mistake, giving Buttercups a chance.
And it's heartbreaking because we've seen Josh make a mistake in the beginning of the game, dropping a touchdown that got intercepted in the beginning of the game. So that's definitely huge, big mistake here. But now you're asking the league's number 5 defense to stop Buttercups. Let's see what happens. Tommy with blocking by flip runs for a short game. Buttercups are rushing, playing against the clock. Tommy on second down throws to John for a decent game. If you look here, Jody reacts late at the defense, giving John that gap. Third down, Tommy throws a local cut in the middle for a decent game, picking up the first down. And in a quick pace formation, getting plays, getting the first down there. Tommy throws to Christmas, cutting on the sideline for a decent game. If you look here, Jody gets caught again watching.
And right here, I think that they're getting caught off guard with the hurry-up offense. If you see here with Jody, he's guarding in the middle at the linebacker position. But these guys are attacking his area right here. They're cutting towards him and then cutting to the sideline. He's seen that move done already, so he should be able to anticipate and try to at least cut it off. He doesn't do that. He reacts late yet again for another play right in front of his area.
Second down, Tommy with blocking from Chris, runs in the middle. If you look here, dodges Rico, then dodges Jody to run to the 5-yard line. At Buttercups rush to the line, they have no timeout. Tell me about that play before we get to the last play.
Right here on 5 rush, Tommy decides to just take up and run with the ball. This is one thing that I can say. He's one of the best at taking off at the quarterback position, and he does that yet again here. And then he cuts in and then cuts out, making Rico miss coming full speed. Then he makes Jody miss coming full speed and gets him to the 5-yard. That is a huge play to get them in a position to score.
We're going to rush to the last play of the game. They rush to the line. Tommy rushes, calls hike. If you look at Richards offsides, you see it on the camera. So that gives Tommy what? A free play. Doesn't matter, because Tommy's able to find Flip in the front of the end zone for the touchdown, ending the game. Buttercups with the win, 18-13.
You can't let this is something that you see in a storybook, like a win where you're all the way down. No, everybody's calling the game over. The other team gives an inkling of a chance for the other team to win, and they take the opportunity all the way from as far as they did, drive all the way to the 5-yard line, no timeouts, and still score the football. That is a great offensive drive, probably one of the best we've seen in the playoffs so far in this season. Great way for Tommy to keep his composure, keep together, not stress himself out, not force anything, get all his guys into the plays, and finalizing it with the score. What a play. I don't even know what to say. I'm at a loss for words right now.
Before we get into our final thoughts of that game, we're going to talk to Tommy, give him an interview. We'll be right back. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Buttercups. Win over Suicide Squad. 18-13. Y'all were chasing. Everybody thought the game was over. They were celebrating already. How did you was able to keep your head in the game knowing the game wasn't over?
I've been playing this game too long not to understand that this goes all 4 o'clock. Until the scoreboard says 0-0-0, game ain't fucking over. Part of my language, but game ain't over. You got to play it throughout the whole time. Doesn't matter what. Adversity is the name of this game. That's the synonym for this game. Football, synonym, adversity. You got to fight through it.
Y'all was one of the top teams in the division, so why they acting like y'all were just some team that walked in yesterday? Did you take that as a little disrespect?
Listen, you come in here every time the opposite team got to feel disrespectful of others. You got to feel that dog in you and be like, nah, they ain't no better than us. They ain't even close to our level. I understood that. They came in with that mentality, but it's been our season the same way. You come see a bunch of little 5'6", 5'7". You don't think we got it, but when we step on the field, we monsters out there. That's all.
Did it feel like it was y'all not only against them, but against the park? A lot of guys rooting against y'all.
Oh, absolutely, and it's been like that all the time. I just bring something, energy over here. People look at me different. I start with it. Then I go with my man Jay over here, Johnny come, everybody else, Pat, they all got to look at us because we just talk a little bit extra. But that's the name of the game. You talk a little bit because it makes it fun. It makes it competitive. It's a whole psychological game about it, man.
You have a birthday coming up.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow, man.
Was this a nice little birthday gift?
Absolutely, to start it off, man. I even lost work today just to come over here and play, but it's all a blessing, B. I appreciate it, B.
We're going to wish my man Tommy a happy birthday. Congratulations on the win. They moving on. Final Four, baby. Talk to y'all soon. Good game, brother. The guys excited. I mean, we ain't going to say it's an upset. They were the number 3 seed.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad was 6, but at the end of the day, they should have lost this game.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Tommy. It's his birthday. Monday, which was the next day.
Yeah.
Shout out to him on his birthday. They wanted the game more, but Suicide Squad let them in to win this game. They had the ball up with the ball. They were up 13-6.
Oh, yes.
Got the ball. Rico drops the touchdown.
Yes.
Tommy gets the ball back. Scores. They're up 13-12. Josh misses the touchdown because he wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
And then the defense not able to stop him. They gave this game more.
I mean, from the first play, the first drive of the game where they went all the way to the end zone, and then they threw an interception to Rico.
But they still they threw an interception to Rico.
I mean, not Rico. They threw an interception to Loco. So from then, they were making mistakes.
They still had the game. It all comes down to crunch time. They had the ball. 13-7, and like we said, 13-6, I'm sorry. They don't score. Buttercup score. They don't score again. Buttercup score. You got to put it on them.
Yeah.
And they were talking junk when they were up. Oh, we eat, these are Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
We eat Buttercups for lunch.
Oh, yeah, matter of fact, I'll play it right here.
Yeah, play this.
It's Buttercup. Move on, right?
And then and the main person I feel bad for on this team is Boyd, because he played his heart out.
He put the team on his back.
This game where the ball was following him everywhere he went, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
He did everything
for this team. Then I feel bad for Marcus, who played his heart out as well, getting him there almost every single drive of the game. He did exactly what Joel did in the last game for Don't Sleep.
But you know who I feel bad for? Nobody, because they're all a part of the same team.
True, but I put this I put this to one play where they miscommunicated, a play that was so easy because the guy was open in Josh and in Hecko, because they miscommunicated on this play here. If you look at here, this is probably the easiest play in the world. Josh is wide open, and he walks away from the pass.
Okay, so what happened with the Rico drop touchdown?
That was a drop touchdown.
Yeah,
but again,
same thing.
Yes, it is the same thing.
You can't feel worse about one than the other. They gave away
Oh, yeah, of
the game.
course.
Bottom line, they gave away the game. And the defense could not stop when they needed to stop, even though Buttercups didn't have any timeouts. They were rushing everything.
But my thing is, they were rushing, but you allowed them to run the ball when they had no timeouts. How is that even possible?
And on the Buttercup side, this team, I jumped off I was on the bandwagon. I jumped off the bandwagon. I just respect this team because they played. This game was like they were on the road. Everybody wanted them to lose.
And I'm going to say this. I think that this team plays better under pressure, because I think that when they had, you know, when they were riding high, when they were playing well early in the game in the season, you know, they had those games put away. They were doing everything right. They were not sweating anything. They were not worried about anything. But when they were put under pressure, it was a wake-up call for them to say, listen, this is serious.
Yep.
They started to take the game seriously again, and that's why they started playing much better going towards the end of the season and in this game. You know how when you was in school, when you had an assignment due and you wait until the last minute to get it done, but sometimes that's when you get your best work done in school because you're under pressure and you have to wake up early to get to submit that paper. Listen, everybody been through this moment.
I just had people write the paper for me.
So then you have no work ethic. I've been through it. But listen, we've all been through it in some way, shape, or form. But they were put under pressure in this game, and they were able to perform at the end of the game.
And we're going to give them a shout out. Bullies, I'm sorry, I keep saying Bullies. Buttercups move on to the next round when they beat Suicide Squad 18-13. We'll be right back. Real Tough Talk. Next game up, it's one that we save for last because this team is on a roll. Demon Knights. They beat Commission. They beat Primetime, Wildcard Day. And now they're facing a different type of animal. They're facing the #1 seed Eastern York Boys, a team that went 5-0. A team that was #4 in offense, scoring 19.2 a game. And the team was #2 in defense, giving up only 12 points a game.
And the crazy thing about it is they were probably the quietest #1 seed that I've ever seen play. Not to say that I'm taking away from their game. They played some solid football, but they did it without any guys that either are superstars jumping out the gym or anything like that. They did it with just solid team football, and that's why they're #1 right now. They did everything that they were supposed to do on the field right. They had a lot of different strategies with Prime, who was able to keep the ball on the ground and make plays happen on his own.
They were led by the MVP, and we're going to show the MVP candidates because BQFL have an MVP. But they were led by the MVP, and if you look at these numbers right here, Prime, 11 touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns also. He only threw 2 interceptions in 5 games.
Yes.
With no big-time name players on the other offense.
And that is going to lead a team to a 5-0 record when you play that efficient at the quarterback. When you have someone playing that well, you're going to win games.
All right. And on the other side, Demon Knights are playing with the house money. And then they lose. All they got to do is ball out, play because nobody expected them to be here. Nobody expects them to win this game. You know why? They are the #10 seed. So who expects a 10 to be the 1?
Doesn't matter. Because it's playoff time.
And their quarterback Fish is here. And this is a quick thing we're going to tell you. Eastern York was allowed to pick up Rico. Commissioner wasn't here. So they made kind of a deal, which I don't think he's going to allow again. Rico, well-known player, played with Carver, Uptown, 99 Problems in the UFL. Great player. If Demon Knights are allowed to play with Melvin. Now, you know Melvin. He threw for the unit. He's a regular type quarterback.
Yeah.
He's a C2 quarterback who plays in this team. But he has decent hands.
Yes.
So they brought him over here, and we're going to see who brings what to what team. Fish is also here to start, so we're going to see how this game goes. Fish throws a Gio on the gap for a decent game. Second down, Fish throws to Melvin on the sideline for a decent game, picking up the first down. Fish on 5 rush, runs on the sideline for a decent game. Third down, Fish runs again on 5 rush, he gets to the 10-yard line. One thing about Fish, this kid can move and run, and he's showing the rushing attack now. Fourth down, Fish finds time, he cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. If you look here, Rico gets beat in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, 6-0. Rico gets the interception, but he doesn't get the money play, which is a touchdown. They brought Rico to play defense. They brought Rico to play stops, and he gets beat. Great way for Fish to go right after their so-called top player.
And if you look at how he gets beat, he's playing the corner on this side here. He sees Tommy cutting in the back of the end zone. He decides to trail him. Rather than communicate and pass him off to another defender, he tries to chase him. When you do that, you're already beat. There's no chance of you catching up to him on a play like this. And then Fish, all he does is lead Tommy all the way across the field to the other end of the end zone. Great pass by Fish, getting to Tommy for that score there.
Prime on first down on 5 rush is sacked by Flash. Second down, Prime throws a pop on the sideline, knocked away by X. Third down, Prime throws deep to Rico, cutting on the sideline. X and Kaheem there, overthrown, incomplete. Fourth down on 5 rush. Prime scrambles, throws in the gap to the receiver, high, incomplete, turnover, 1 down. They told me, I got a text saying they're gonna stop his rushing attack. That's exactly what they did. He cannot beat Flash. Flash is as fast as him, and you can see even when he scrambles, he's not able to make a good throw. Turnover downs, great defense by Demon Knights.
One thing that we knew about Prime before going into this playoff game is that Prime suffered a groin injury.
Yep.
That's why he didn't. That's why they were gonna keep him out on the last game that they were
Right.
supposed to play. They ended up getting a bye. They ended up getting a bye for that game, but he wasn't gonna play that game anyway because he was, trying to rest up, trying to heal that injury. Do I believe that injury is affecting him now? Yes.
Yep.
And I think that the Demon Knights are taking advantage of that, sending a guy like Flash that can keep up with him anyway. Prime knows that he's not going to beat this person, and because of that, he struggled on his throws as well, and that leads to a turnover on this drive.
Second down, Fish throws to Melvin in the gap for a decent game. Third down, Fish throws to X, cutting in the middle for a nice game. Fourth and goal, Fish finds Melvin in the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. Dennis gets the extra point. 13-zip, they score on both possessions now against the number 2 defense in the league.
And now you see Melvin, the guy that they made the deal with to play, coming in and scoring touchdowns now. So that was this an advised deal in Primetime's side anyway? No, because I haven't seen much from Rico that they've been using that's positive, and right now Melvin is already producing for the
And the
Demon
thing
Knights
about
team.
Melvin, if you look on the team has Gio, the team has Tommy. All these guys play with the unit.
Yes.
Melvin was supposed to play with them, but he had baseball at the same time, and it was hard for him to make the game. So it's not like they went out and picked up a guy that wasn't supposed to play, but he plays with these guys on a normal basis. I've never seen Rico play prime time with Prime. With ECO. He played with, if I remember, he played with B4W in the spring.
Yes.
But he didn't play with Prime. So that's why it was weird to see it, and he's bringing nothing to the table. Next drive, Prime is going to talk to his team on the side. You see him talking to his team, try to rally the troops and see what happens. Prime hands the ball to Rico, who runs for a short gain. If you look here, Pop is flagged for the holding, taking them backyards. Third down, Prime on 5 rush, it's sacked by Flash. A second sack of the day, and he can't beat him, so why is he even trying? Third down, Prime throws a Feely in the gap for a decent game. It's going to take us a 4th down. Prime throws it in the gap for a short game, but picks up the 1st down. Prime throws a Rico on the sideline for a decent gain, but if you look here, Birdman is wide open on the sideline. Prime misses. Second down, Prime throws a Feely in the gap. That's going to be dropped. Third down, Prime throws a pop on the sideline, picked off by Miguel. Giving it back to Demon Knights. If you look here, Rico's open on the opposite side. These guys are dropping passes, and the passes are not dropping. Prime is missing them overall. Their offense looks horrible right now.
And right now, I believe that he forces past the Pop because Pop was not open for in any definition of the word. Look up the definition of open.
And that's not him.
That's not him. That is not Pop right here. And Miguel comes from the safety, from the linebacker position in the middle of the field, comes in and snatches this ball right in front of Pop for the interception. That's them knowing where Prime is going because he's becoming more predictable with every single throw Prime makes.
Fish throws the X wide open on the sideline for a big game, picking up the 1st down. If you look here, the defender lets X get behind him because he's watching the quarterback. Fish on 5 rush runs for a short gain, but if you look here, Dot is injured in this play and leaves the game. Third down, Fish throws the Gio on the sideline, getting him to the 10-yard line. Last down, Fish finds Lonnie cutting in the front of the end zone for the touchdown. Fish with nice passes, gets through Pop and Feely, 19-0. Now they're running away with the game.
And Fish is not scared of any of the defenders.
Not at all.
And the thing about it is he's rolling out, he's drawing the defense in, and then he's throwing passes right through them. He sees the defenders there, but he throws it right in between the numbers, right in between where only Lonnie can get it. That's just Fish's confidence going through the roof because East New York is not showing anything in response right now, and the Demon Knights are running away with this game.
1st down, Prime throws a Lou on the sideline who runs for a nice game, picks up the 1st down. They're attempting to bring themselves back in this game. Prime throws a pop on the sideline, gets him to the 10-yard line. Last play before half. Prime throws it up in the back of the end zone, incomplete. But if you look here, Pop's open in front of the end zone. Prime misses him, taking us into the half, 19-0.
And right now, I don't know what's going on through Prime's head, but it's nothing positive. I think that his injury is affecting him. I believe so, because he's not able to scramble the way he usually does. It could also be that he has Flash chasing him everywhere. Flash is a very fast giver, so he's chasing him everywhere, and he's not able to outrun him. Then, because Prime is not able to roll out the way he normally does, he's not making accurate throws. He's not finding his receivers because he's also worried about the pressure coming in. So Prime's game is not looking good.
Yep.
But I would have to say that I'm upset with the defense of East New York, because they're letting the Demon Knights. What place is their offense right now?
Demon Knights offense this season, Demon Knights offense was number 9 in the league.
Number 9th offense in the league, and they put up how many points in the first
19
half?
points.
So they already put up 3 touchdowns.
Which is more than their average.
Which is pretty much, I would say, well over their average. Only in the first half. That's like in the NBA, only giving up 100 points and giving away 60 or 70 points in the first half. Like, what are you doing? Their defense, their team is not looking good right now.
And they were built on defense.
Yes, and so they got to fix it. Whatever the problem is, they got to discuss it. They tried to discuss it early in the game. They got to do a lot more discuss if they're going to fix this problem.
If I'm Demon Knights, at the end of the day, we're going to keep attacking them. We're not scared of this team. The pressure's on them. They're the number 1 seed. We're the number 10. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing. We're not scared of Prime running the ball. He's not getting the ball where he want to get it. We took away his 2 favorite guys, which is Feely and which is Pop, so we're not worrying about anybody else. And Rico's not hurting us this game because Prime can't even get him the ball. Second half, Prime throws Rico in the gap for a decent game, picking up the first down. Prime then throws deep to Rico, who's covered by X, knocked away, incomplete. Third down, Prime scrambles on 5 rush, throws to Birdman on the sideline to get him to the 2-yard line. 4th and goal, Prime runs it in for the touchdown. Feely gets an extra point, 19-7. They finally score a touchdown.
And they finally get a proper drive together. They're able to keep the ball, throw it to the gaps, find the sidelines. They get Birdman in the game with a good pass here. Prime finally is able to put a drive together to put up points. Hopefully this starts a trend in the second half.
Fish throws deep to line in the gap, high, incomplete. Second down, Fish throws to Keyshawn on the sideline. Decent game, picking up the first down. Fish is continuing the passing attack like he did in the first half. Fish scrambles on 5 rush, throws to Keyshawn in the gap, gets him to the 10-yard line. Second down, Fish throws the line in the middle to get him to the 5-yard line. Third down, Fish finds Melvin cutting in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Look here, Melvin gets right through Rico and Feely. Nobody picks him up. Fish finds him 25-7.
And look at the trade-off right here. 2 touchdowns by Melvin, 0 by Rico. One can't get his guy the ball, and the other one scored already 2 touchdowns in this game. So which was the favorable trade-off? I think the Demon Knights benefited when it was East New York that tried to get a leg up in this game, and it's not working out for them. But Fish, I got to give him credit. This is probably one of his better games in the season, and he waits till this round of the playoffs to play some of his best football out there.
Rico with a nice return, getting into the opposing 40-yard line. Then Prime throws deep to Rico in the corner, caught but just steps out of bounds. What do you think of the play?
I think that this was a good catch by Rico, but it was just out of bounds. Prime was not able to keep the pass in bounds enough to have Rico keep his feet in bounds. That's unfortunate, because finally he gets him the ball, but it doesn't even count.
Second down, Prime throws a pop in the gap, knocked away by Don. Third down, Prime throws a pop on the sideline for a decent game. Last down, Prime with blocker from Alex throws it up in the back of the end zone, way out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Prime does not look accurate. I think he should have benched himself second half. Birdman is here. I would have went with Birdman. He can stretch the field, hurt his defense, but Prime lets his pride get in the way. And right now, they're getting blown out 25-7.
I don't see how. Listen, I think if you were going to have a chance to come back in this game, this drive was supposed to be the drive to do it, because, again, your defense needs to hold in order to keep you inside, keeping you with a chance to win, to get back in this game. But your offense can't even score on yet another drive. That's just making your team fall apart. The morale is all the way to the bottom. You need something huge to happen in order to get your team back in this game.
Next drive, Fish throws to Melvin on the sideline, who runs across the field all the way to the 10-yard line, picking up the first down. Fish on 5 rush, just gets past Ra, throws left, finds Dennis with the walk-off, ending the game. Dennis with the touchdown, 32-7. Demon Knights humiliate, blowout East New York, 32-7.
The crazy thing is, I didn't even think that this was going to be the worst blowout of the.
Who thought this was going to be a blowout?
I didn't know that this was going to be a blowout, but who thought that this was going to end the way that it did? 32-7 against the number 1 seed. The number 10 beats the number 1 seed. And 32-7.
Who has the number 2 defense? Only in the BQFL. You can't write this. You can't script this.
And like, how many times are teams gonna have me at loss for words? That last finish with Suicide Squad and Buttercups had me at a loss for words. This one has me angry because this game shouldn't have even ended this way. This East New York team was supposed to perform way better than it did.
Yep.
And that's why at the end of the day, I gotta put this on Prime. His whatever it was is what hurt this team. His inaccuracy on his passes, he wasn't able to run the way he should. I think that at the end of the second half, at the end of the first half, he was supposed to do something, take himself out, change the strategy up. He didn't do anything to change the game, and because of that, they go home with a humiliating loss, probably one of the worst of the season.
We're gonna get to the interview of both teams, and we'll be right back. What's going on? Stephen J. here with Prime, quarterback of East New York. Tough loss.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed, 5-0. What happened today?
They was hungry. We had no energy. Couldn't play my game. Wasn't able to run like the way I wanted to. So I struggled in the pocket. My throws was inaccurate. So they just wanted it more from us. So
we mentioned on the show that you had a groin injury. A lot of guys, I'm not going to say who they was, said that you should have sat down the second half because you have 2 other quarterbacks on the team. Do you think you should have sat down when you saw you wasn't able really to do what you usually do?
Basically, I sit down. Team get on me for not finishing because they started here with me. So that's why I kept going. And guys ain't been throwing, the backups ain't throw all season. So it's like they would have been rusty too. That's what it is.
Speaking of offense, your defense was the number 2 defense in the league. Your defense gives up an average of 12 points a game. Today, I gave up 31 points against a number 10 seed. What would that say about your team?
Don't take a 10th seed lightly, plain and simple. Defense just thought that the ball was going to drop into their hands. No, you got to go get it. You got to hustle, focus, and it just wasn't there.
You came out to the game yesterday. I saw a pop at the game yesterday. Y'all saw them beat Prime Time, and y'all seemed like they're not going to do that to us. They're not going to do that to us. They did worse to y'all. Do y'all think y'all took them lightly, knowing that y'all had them today?
Absolutely, we took them lightly. Like you said, we felt we was number 1 defense. We just show up, and they ain't going to get nothing done. But they was hungry. They had a game plan, and they got it done. We just had to bounce back, that's all.
What do y'all got to change coming into next season to make this team better? Y'all don't seem like y'all got a real dominant downfield receiver to add on to your running game. Y'all don't really have a lockdown corner. We seen Ra, but he's not really a lockdown kind. What do you need to do to improve this team?
I don't need to improve. These guys is good. My receivers is good. It all falls on me. If I can't run, get it going, play my game, the team seems to fall just like how I fall. So if I'm healthy 100%, we compete with anybody, and we do what we got to do. I don't need no extra.
We're going to thank Prime for being with us. Tough doing the interview after a loss like that. We're going to see them in the fall. See you on the site. Thanks, brother. I know he said, damn if you do, damn if you don't, practically was Prime saying, but you got to damn if you don't. Because we don't know what would happen if Birdman would have came in the game.
Yeah.
So I think he should have went, especially when you know he was ineffective in the first half. 19-0, you need a big play, and they didn't do it. Demon Knights are playing with the house money. They move on. Now they play Storm, the number 2 seed.
Mm-hmm.
And Buttercups play Don't Sleep. So the Final Four is going to be lit. I cannot wait. The game will be Sunday. We're doing the Final Four in the chip. Before we finalize everything, we're going to show you what BQFL decided to do. A shout out to the commissioner. They're going to do a tournament. I mean, they're going to do a playing tournament next week. So all y'all guys get in. He's doing dry fitteds for the winners and free league fee get in for whatever division you playing in. So that's a great opportunity. We want all the teams to jump in, have an opportunity to play that. That's definitely something great. And we're going to wrap this up. At the end of the show, Ghost will give you a few. We're not going to have players of the week. We're going to have some of the top plays of the week really quick, not in no particular order. And it goes to wrap it up with some of the teams. We're going to show you as far as the MVP candidates. You're going to have Meek from Primetime, 7 touchdowns. You're going to have Taco from Storm, 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You're going to have Prime from East New York, 11 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, only threw 2 picks for a 5-0 team. Then you're going to have Watch Me, who led the league in touchdown passes, also the #1 offense this year. 16 touchdown passes. He ran 2 touchdowns in, but he also had 6 interceptions, which was kind of high for 6 games. Those are your candidates. Definitely good opportunity, and we're going to have to see who the league picks. I think these are all worthy candidates.
Definitely, and their importance to the team is something that it's inarguable. You know that when these guys played, their team was banking on them playing well, and that's exactly what they did. Their success was directly related to how these guys played for their respective teams, so that's why I believe they deserve to be candidates.
Definitely, we're going to see what happens. They're going to be given the award at the championship. So hopefully all the guys, the nominees, come out. I know Meek got eliminated. Prime got eliminated. But they should come out because they have an opportunity to see if they win this award. Plus, you're going to see a great chip game. We're going to wrap this game up. Hope y'all had a great time. Wild card and semifinals. And now we're in the Final Four.
Yep.
Great season. We're excited. Make sure y'all come out. Watch the Final Four. Watch the chip. We'll be out there. Very, very exciting season. Like I said, hit up Darren, the commissioner. Shout to him. Find out more information about the tournament. We'll be excited with that coming up. So, on behalf of Real Tough Talk, I'm Stephen J., my partner Ghost. We're going to wrap this one up. We're going to see y'all next week when we are able to crown the BQFL Summer Champions. We're out of here. Much love.